Hi all, so another day, so I'm going to show you another kit. So, what some of you know that I have a passion for a particular type of airplane. I've built quite a few, I've got lots and lots, but finally I've got a brand new new tool, 48 scale B-17F from Hong Kong Models. I actually have one of these at home, which I am about to start painting. So I've built it. It's really, really nice. There's little bits and pieces got to keep an eye on. One of the things that I have done is every bulkhead that I've put in, I've sanded down fractionally. I found that when I started putting the body together, for some reason, and I'm not quite sure why, the bulkheads it doesn't close properly around in the fuselage. So if you're building it, or when you're building it, just give the edges of each bulkhead a bit of a sand, just a light sand, just to take that little bit more edge off it, just so that it sort of can close around. Especially when you get to fitting this top piece here. This one really means you must have everything lined up properly, and it must sit you almost just have to drop it on and it sits there. So all the bulkheads throughout the aeroplane need to be a little bit sanded. Now, there's lots and lots of detail in it, nowhere near what the 32nd scale one has, because they have simplified quite a number of parts. They've also left some parts out that you just will never ever see, so it was pointless putting them in, or they've made some of the parts, instead of being 4 pieces, they've made them 1 piece, things like that. So they've tidied up a lot of the kit so that there's not that much detail in it, like the 32nd scale one, but there's enough detail in it for people who want to go a little bit nuts and have a bit of fun with it. Me personally, I've gone away from, if I've now have the new adage of, if I can't see it, I don't build it, or I don't paint it, or I only use it if it's a structural thing, because the realities are most of the kit that you see or that you build, you won't see anyway. So it just makes it, when you've got a number of these to build, it makes it a bit quicker, but also I try and put a bit more effort in the outside of the kit rather than the inside of the kit. So let's have a look at this thing. It is based on the G that they've already released, but they give you a new nose. So as I said, there's the standard fuselages. You've got the standard wings, which are just the usual, almost straight off the G. So they're quite easy to look at. The glass has got the parts you need to do the front end. It's also got the parts you need for the different top turrets. In actual fact, it's got all 3 top turrets on it, so that you can do different ones if you wanted to, retrofit them, or you just have a lot of spares, because they've just used the basic one. Then there's another sprue that just carries the parts for the F. So you have the 2 different nose caps, which one was had a gun mounted in the nose in a support, and the Belle, which had 2 guns which are mounted on another support, which I'll show you in a minute. Then you've got the nose pieces to suit that. There's the 3 or 4 sprues, 3 sprues I think it is, which relate to a lot to the parts you need to do the F. You also have, there's actually the nose caps there, and the tail section. So there's that. There's the front end, the 2 front end parts. There's those 2, which form the structure of the thing. You can't do an E out of this because it has the larger windows, although you could mask it out and paint it out and do it that way if you wanted to. Tail section, which is for the standard, like what I call the beaver tail rather than the Cheyenne tail. All the usual bits and pieces. There's all sorts of things in there that you take from this. So there are some parts in it which won't be used because they're not in the F. Engines and guns, all the usual bits and pieces. That's all basically stock standard. Propellers, cowlings. Now this has got the other bulkheads and the bits and pieces you need to build the F. So it's got the different structure there, that's the different piece there. That's the different front end floor. There's also some other bits and pieces in there that are strictly for the F. Nice set of Deckle sheets. You also get a bit of etched metal which cover the seat belts. This one covers Memphis Belle and, I can't remember the name of the other aircraft. What is it? Can't remember the name of it. Anyway, so so you have the nice choice of markings, all the parts for Memphis Belle. So that's all that sort of stuff. As I was just flicking there, that's the instruction sheet. Usual Hong Kong model style instructions, all sort of picture form. So just tick through there, decal sheet, whatever, and go from that. The wings do come on and off if you want to, it's quite slight. Now, a couple of interesting bits and pieces in it. You get a sticker with the two Memphis Belle girls on it, the red and the blue. One goes left, one goes right. So that's actually quite big. You can stick that on a board or whatever. And then on top of the rest, all of that, they also give you a little poster, which is quite nice as well. It's basically the box art from that. As I said, the kit itself has gone together very well. I've been really, really happy with it. There's a couple of people commenting that some bits and pieces are slightly out and everything else. The realities are I've had the B-17 sitting on my desk now for about a week, and every time I look at it, it looks like a B-17. It has all the parts for a B-17F. I'm very, very happy with it. As I said, the bulkheads I needed to give a sand. What else have I done that's a little bit odd? Oh, what I did do, the instructions tell you to build the tail separately, build the front end separately, join it together whenever you want. I haven't done it that way. I glued, to get a really, really nice fit, I joined the tail section onto the main body. I joined the front end onto the main body on both sides. I just found that I could make sure that the join was cleaner and tidier, so it went on better. The other thing I did, in the instructions they tell you to build the interior and then glue it into the fuselage. Going by the G that I built, I had problems getting things to line up properly when I had the full piece. So what I did, I built the bomb bay as my start point, and I glued that into one side of the fuselage. From that, I then built front and back from there, adding the pieces in so that I could line up. And I did find that there are a couple of times that I had to fiddle around with some of the parts and the locking pins to get them to line up properly. So if you do look at it that way, that's another way of doing it. And by the time I got to the other end, everything seemed to fit. I put the fuselage halves together, they closed up beautifully, put the top on and found I had to sand down the top areas of the bulkheads a little bit more where that top section goes on. So just be aware of that, just give it a bit of a sand all over. I can't recommend it more. So other than that, I've got another bunch of B-17s to do, which is really good. The beauty of these, they unlock, the wings unlock from the fuselage so I can store them easier. But no, I've got a few of these to do, so I'm enjoying building them. As I said, the wings and everything else look pretty cool. Looking forward to finishing this one off. It should be out shortly. The kit is in stock right now. Our retail price is $129.99. We've got plenty in stock, so if you're looking for a very, very nice B-17F, there's so many nice markings out there for this thing at the moment. So you can do all sorts of schemes, all sorts of bits and pieces, so you just have fun with it. So other than that, the kit's in stock. Come and pick one up or come and see us or go online. See you then. Bye.